The bobcat is the most common wild cat in North America, named for short, bobtail. They're medium-sized cats, but don't let their small stature and adorable looks fool you. They can still hold their own and are known to hunt animals such as rodents, adult deer, lambs, and even pigs. One animal that most people do not want to encounter out in the wild is a bobcat. Going anywhere near the bobcat was a bold move. Bobcats are pretty dangerous animals, and this little guy was feeling rather vulnerable when he got his foot stuck in a bear trap. He grew furious as he was unable to break free on his own. But sometimes, rarely, you might let your sense of duty overcome your fears. That's the choice two friends were faced with when they encountered a wounded bobcat stuck in an animal track. Bobcats in the wild are naturally shy of humans and are normally most active at sunrise and sunset, though rare bobcat sightings are increasing in parts of southern Alberta. They are highly adaptable, and if living in or near human development, may lose their fear of people and the noises of the CTY. These bobcats may also learn to become more active at any time of the day. Bobcats feed mostly on rabbits, hares, and other small mammals like mice and squirrels. They are the smallest of Alberta's wild cats, about twice the size of a domestic cat. They have a bobtail that gives them their name, black tufted ears and dark markings for camouflage. It is extremely unlikely that a bobcat will attack human. Bobcats are opportunistic hunters. If bobcats are known to be in the area, keep cats indoors and supervise small dogs when they're in the yard, as they may be vulnerable. So the video you're about to see is pretty special, as a bobcat is captured on camera being rescued from a bear trap by a pair of animal heroes. However, the bobcat's reaction is not for the faint-hearted. Bobcats are known for their stalking and hunting skills, but we don't really have to worry about them because they very rarely come near people. So if you encounter one, you've either surprised or it's sick in either case. The best course of action is to back away slowly. Don't run, but sometimes rarely you might let your sense of duty overcome your fears. That's the choice two friends were faced with when they encountered a wounded bobcat stuck in an animal trap. Chris Ward and his friend, Aaron, decided they couldn't let the creature suffer and die there, so they embarked on a mission to release it. But the bobcat brain is pretty small, and an angry wounded bobcat has no greater instinct than to lash out at everything around it. To take the encounter, which began with them announcing that they planned to free the feline. Despite him being a mean little dude, while he hisses, snarls, and growls, to approach him without much of a plan, just a large stick and a duffel bag to hold around him, so he can't scratch while they try to release him. You can't help but feel bad for the poor little guy, clearly scared out of his mind. The humans, on the other hand, seem pretty confident. There's a bit of giggling on their behalf, which makes the video harder to watch for some viewers since the cat goes berserk, likely further wounding his trapped paw. The bobcat has no intention of being pinned down with the bag and attacks it viciously. To be fair, he has no idea. The men are trying to help him. When they finally manage to pin him down with a double-pronged stick for a few seconds, he quickly escapes and further protests their efforts by breaking the stick at this point. One thinks this might be better as a two-person job, but apparently someone has to record this for posterity. When it begins to look like the cat is getting used to the stick, they nearly free him. The bobcat eventually starts treating the stick as an enemy toy, which gives one of the managed chance to get the bear trap off with his foot. And they finally free him. At this point, one would expect the newly freed animal to turn and flee, but the cat sits upright and just stares at his rescue. The men are puzzled, and one says he's just chilling. Let him regain himself. The men give the cat a respectful moment to process the ordeal. There's still some growling and snarling, but no effort by the bobcat to move towards the man. Finally, he does move, but simply hides under there. Not ideal, to say the least. Of course, cats are startled by the revving of engines, so once they start the Jeep, he flees to freedom, and he looks just fine while scampering away. The rescuers agreed that it was a very cruel experience. If you liked the video, Please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next.